Hi, Alan. Thanks for watching. Like I said, I understand you're working with somebody on your website currently, and this isn't meant to be any kind of pushy sales tactics. I just found a couple things that I wanted to bring to your attention, and even if you're not prepared to switch companies, at the very least, you can probably take some notes and then talk to your guy to see if he can change a couple things around, and it should definitely improve your listing for you. So, just a little bit of background information. When Google is looking to rank your website in the search results, it's going to do it using two different factors. One is the content. It's going to count all the words on the page, and it's going to look for keywords that people would type into the search results, which would be like the services that you offer and then any kind of area that you're doing it in. The second part of the equation is what's called the authority or popularity of your website. There's two ways to get that. One is with what's called a citation. That's any time that the business name, address, and phone number appear in an online directory. Those are like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau. And then the second part of that is what's called backlinks, which is when another website links or refers back to yours and it acts like an endorsement from Google to build trust because others are vouching for you. Similar to like a customer review. If you had like 1,000 customer reviews, people would think pretty highly of you. Google's doing the same thing except with other websites. So I did two different searches here, one for Sports Tour Rhode Island and one for Sports Tour in Mass, because obviously I figure we can pull some from Boston and Fenway area. So what I did was I took your website and then the top search results and I put them into this tool that I use, and it shows me all the things that Google is crawling and finding on your site as far as your content and then the authority. So just to explain these numbers a little bit, if say Channel 12 News did an article on the top 10 best sports tours in Rhode Island, and inside that article the reader could click a link and it would bring them to your website, that would be considered one backlink from one referring domain or one referring website. So if we go to Boston, Boston is obviously a little bit of a bigger market, so this guy definitely has a little bit more authority than you. The interesting thing is Rhode Island, this guy has no authority. His website is not even secure, meaning it doesn't have an SSL certificate, which some web browsers won't even allow you to go to it. And there's no content on the site that he's being picked up for. So I did a little, kind of scratched my head for a second there, and then I looked at it. What's happening is he has optimized his description and his title of his page. So right down here it says Rhode Island Sports Tours. Obviously that's the name of his business. Those keywords are being found exactly as typed into the search bar. So that's why even though he has zero authority and his page is terrible, he's still outranking you. So I think if they were to optimize whatever company they're using now, if they were to change your title around, so that way you could get something, instead of saying New England Sports Tours, something to say about Rhode Island. Let's see, actually, New England Sports Tours. That's probably going to bring you up. Yep, so you're at least ranking here because of that exact same reason. The searched keyword is part of your title and description of the page. So I think if you were to sneak in Rhode Island in that title, you could probably outrank this guy pretty easily because there's nothing to his website. So obviously in here, it's not just a matter of quantity, it's also quality. We can't have the site like Pizza Hut linking back to yours because that's not going to do anything. And then we can see that the keywords that they are finding on your page, and this is the volume, the number of times per month that they're being searched, and then where your position falls in Google. So apparently Patriots versus Jets is a pretty popular game to be searching for. So you're 34th down on the list, so you're on the third or fourth page of Google. Unfortunately, nobody's finding you down there. Just as an example, though, if you're on the first page of Google search and 300 people are searching for Patriots versus Jets tickets, those 300 people are going to see your website. Normally, we'd say a conversion rate is about 10%, so 30 people would be clicking your website and giving you a call. I don't know how many people, after they call you, actually do sports tours or a conversion on that, but if we say like even 10% of that, that's 3 customers a month that you're getting just off this one keyword. So we want to make sure that we're optimizing your website to have as many of these high volume, high traffic keywords as possible. So that way you're the one that's getting the clicks and calls, but it's only if you're up on that top first page of Google. So like I said, I just really wanted to give you a quick breezy overview. I hope this can help you out. If you want to talk to your marketer and see if he can optimize that title for you, that might help. If you want to get a few citations, those name, address, and phone numbers, that might also help you get in this section. This is the map pack. That's also a pretty important section because about half, 40% of the people will actually just click on one of these because it usually appears at the top of the page in the mobile format. So I would suggest trying to get in here as well. And all that should probably drive a lot of sales for you and hopefully bring some business to your site. If you got any questions, you feel free to reach out to me. My email will have all my contact information, and then just stay in touch with me. If there's anything you want to discuss in the future, or if you feel like doing any kind of change, you know how to reach me. Thank you, and I appreciate your time.